Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. And I know I don't look all the very best, but I actually wanted to share with you guys my honest review on this GHD Rise brush, and I also wanted to share how I am doing my mid part wave. I will put an end result screenshot right around here. I literally wrote down everything on my notes, so I will refer to that because I want to give you guys a thorough review on this tool. So let's get started. If you are a minimalist, you would probably appreciate the really slick and smooth and modern design of the brush. It has got a single grip handle which is anti-slip, which I absolutely love because we want that, especially when we are working on styling our this part does not heat up, something that I absolutely love. I can hold it and actually work around my hair, so that part I really love. I also like that the bristles don't get hot. You can still grip them if you accidentally touch them while doing your hair. It's not going to burn your fingers. I wish it came with a detachable thicker head, which is like more wider. Like this is probably 1 inch, but I was hoping that they would have a head for 1.5 inch or something. GHD, if you're listening, I hope you make one attachment that I can put or that I can replace this head with, so that I can just add volume for times when I really just want volume on my root and I just want a little bit of, just a little bit of curl on, not even curl, like just that my ends don't look like stick straight, but more of like a wave or something, so that it looks more natural. But with this tool, that doesn't happen. You naturally would have a wave in the end, so something that I really hope this brush would help me with, that my Amica straightening brush does not. The cord doesn't come with a cord organizer. If you are an extensive hair tool user, you know how many hair tools eventually you end up having or possessing, and then you have a gazillion cords getting tangled with each other. And I was hoping that this expensive tool should come with a cord organizer, but it doesn't. Neither does the GHD curling iron, the same thing, but I thought that they would fix it for this product since it's a new version, but it does not. So what I actually do is I use this cord tie that I bought from Amazon and I tie it around that. Now, a lot of you guys are eyeing the broken bristles. Yes, this bristle is, I don't know if the bristles broke because it dropped. I didn't really notice if I dropped it, but I do keep it with my other hair tools. So when I picked it up, I did notice that quite a few of these bristles broke, which I was kind of disappointed because from the price point, this brush is really expensive. I believe it is $1.99. I bought this 2 months ago, so if the price dropped, please correct me in the comment section below. Let's start with the heating aspect of it. The good part that I absolutely love is that this is just a turn on, turn off button. There's no other like temperature change or anything around it, and it's the same for all of the GHD tools. So I really actually like that because it automatically just heats up to the desired temperature compared to having a really high temperature or a low temperature, which you probably don't even know. Most of us who are not hair experts or don't even think about all of this don't really understand that. So I really like, so this just makes a noise and it really heats up really quickly, as you will see. Right about, come on, and there we go. It heats up pretty quickly. Now I also noticed that if you press it like just once, it gets hotter and hotter. So I believe that's how you control the temperature or the heat for your desired hair quality. For me, since I have fine hair, I don't really need a lot of heat because then my hair would frizz or it will look fried. But if you have thicker hair, you might want to press it once or twice, and then it gets warmer. As you can see, it's warm and I can still hold it because the bristles actually never get hot. It's the end part of it, the one part of it that gets hot, so it's a great thing. Now I will be doing a middle part. As I showed you before, I will be doing a middle part. This is my second day hair. I found that when I used the brush on my, like just after showering, my hair felt frizzier, or it's just poofed up quite a lot, and I really didn't like it. So that's why I'm doing it on a second day. It's up to you guys, but that's what works for me. Now for my part, I did my part in the not so middle. If you look at it, it's not quite in the middle, and that's how you would like to do your middle part. You don't want to do full middle, especially if you're moving from the side part to the middle part. Your face will look funky for a few days, so this is a trick that works for me. Now I always use heat protectant, and for my bangs I don't really spray it on my, I just use the spray on my hands and then rub it on my hair. That works for me. Now since I have fine hair, I don't use brush, but if you use brush, you will get better results with a GHD brush because you have combed your hair really well. So for that purpose, I will be using a really close tooth comb. Now I'm going to brush all of this together. What I've noticed that if I brush it part by part, for some reason I still get some tangles. So I'm just brushing it all together. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small portion of my hair. I'm not going to take a lot of hair, and because this is again not a thicker wand, you don't want to take a lot of hair. And the first one I'm actually curling or waving away from my face, so I'll be doing this. And what I'm actually doing is I'm using this part to curl the rest of my hair. You can see it curls up really nicely. So the great part about this tool is this particular end where you can separate your hair after you brushed it around the bristles, and then you can actually use this side to curl it. It is because you have heated up your hair already using the bristles, and now all you're doing is shaping it. So that is something that I finally figured out. It took me quite some time to figure that out, but I finally figured out. And I also might have seen quite a lot of videos from GHD itself and other hair experts who were sharing their way of styling it. So I recommend you guys also do that. It always works. Now, as you can see that because I had brushed my hair, it is actually easy to kind of brush it around the brush. If you don't brush your hair gets kind of stuck. Now what I do is for my bottom side, I don't really want to wave it a lot because then it'll all go up. Now the trick that I'm using is I'm doing one side away, one part of hair away, and the next strand of hair towards my face, and I go like that for all of my hair, except for when I get to the top part, it changes a little bit, and I'll share with you guys how I do it. Okay, now typically for a curling iron, what I do is I just do it 3 times. Like I have 3 layers and I curl it and I'm done. But for the GHD, I have to do 4 layers for some reason, because the top part is the most critical part, and because I'm using less strands, like less hair in one go, I need to kind of be careful as to how I am curling, otherwise it looks funky. Now we tend to have a lot of baby hair, especially around the front, so what I do is I use this to kind of lift it. This is my sore spot. It never gets straightened, so I try my best to do as much as possible, but we all have those sections, don't we? And now what I do is, rather than for my second strand, what I do is I again do it on the same side as the one that I did on the first side, away from my face, just because oh, I get stuck. Because it actually frames the face better that way, compared to if you move it further, it just looks a little. Now we are heading to the most important part, which is the top part. Make sure that the part is again correct. You can also notice that I'm not really caring how thick that section is, because I really don't want a lot of waves. If I do a lot of wave, it looks really funky, so I don't like to do too much wavy hair. So what I do is I take thicker sections, and that kind of works for me. See, this part helps a lot with the waving part, just because it doesn't get as hot, so you can literally hold it and turn around the wand. That becomes really helpful, and we are done. Now I actually don't use hairspray. What I instead do is I use the Kiso hair oil, and I just use 1 drop. That's it, 1 drop. And I would use it at the end of my hair, and I'm just gonna be brushing this. I don't use hairspray because this tool actually sets your hair. Just because of this part, it sets my hair. Now this can be just true for fine hair. And now if you want to turn it off again, just press this and you're done. I hope you found some helpful inputs to help you make a decision whether you want to buy the GHD Rise or not. I would love to know if you already use the tool. Let me know in the comment section what are your thoughts on this Rise and how you actually use it on your hair, in your hair care routine. Sharing is caring. Now, as always, if you liked this video, please don't forget to click that like button to help your gal. It'll motivate me to continue making more videos like this for you guys. And if you haven't subscribed already, I do have tons of styling videos and other review videos like these ones that come up every week. I do post every week once. So I would love for you to join this tiny little family. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button and join. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.